Join our incredible moms who have mastered the art of balancing motherhood in today's episode of We Time Convo.
My name is Debbie.
This is Liza.
Moms sharing inspiring stories, practical tips, and a few hilarious anecdotes. And it all begins now.
So Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone, or pre-Thanksgiving.
November came by so fast. I don't even know. Then it's going to be Christmas and everything's just coming so quick this year.
It went by really quick.
Yes.
Yeah.
So in this episode, we're going to talk about Thanksgiving as a holiday. And we have a special guest with us, Lana.
Hi.
Thank you for being able to come and join us for this episode of Thanksgiving. We wanted to share some of your traditions and experiences around Thanksgiving and kind of see how that compares to ours.
Yeah, absolutely. So Thanksgiving used to be one of my favorite holidays when my dad was around. It was a big holiday for him. And the reason why was, the whole family got together, my siblings and my cousins and aunts and uncles. And I grew up in Orange County, so all of my family members are still there. And Thanksgiving was just one of those things that we look forward to because we could all come together. And it was just a fun time, right? And at that time, I believe we just had like a potluck. So everybody would bring a special dish and it was kind of like a mix. It was like, ham and pot roast and turkey, and then you have egg rolls and like all sorts of
I was just going to say, how's your Thanksgiving? Because my Thanksgiving is actually pretty traditional in my family. We like it to be that traditional turkey, ham, stuffing, gravy. And when I was part of another Thanksgiving and I was like, I'm looking forward to this Thanksgiving, right? Because I was actually away from my family and I went to this Thanksgiving dinner and it was Asian food. And I'm like, this is not Thanksgiving.
There was no turkey?
There was no turkey.
At least have the turkey.
There was no ham. There was no stuffing, no mashed potatoes. I was like, what is this? So that's where it dawned on me that people celebrate Thanksgiving I'm thinking like we're in the US, it's the traditional turkey. And so it dawned on me like, no, people don't actually do that. So it's a mixture on your end.
It was a mixture. And then so when my dad passed, I would still come home when I moved up here. I think I've been up here for maybe 15 years now.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been a long time. But when he passed, I would still go home for Thanksgiving. But then after I got remarried, we started having Thanksgiving with Trung's family because Thanksgiving is a big holiday for his parents because it's near their wedding anniversary. So they always make it a big deal. So I came in agreement with him. I said, okay, I'll stay here for Thanksgiving, but Christmas will always be in SoCal. And he said, okay. So ever since I've stayed up here, it's been a traditional Thanksgiving. So now it's Trung's whole family and then my whole family comes up. So my sister, my brother-in-law, nephews, my brother and my mom. And my sister-in-law, Totran, she makes the turkey and she makes like certain side dishes. I'll always make mac and cheese, mashed potatoes, sometimes a soup. And then my sister makes the stuffing.
I'm getting hungry.
Yeah. So now we have that actual traditional Thanksgiving now. So it's like everything laid out. Normally, I don't remember if we even have Asian food. Maybe like a soup at the end, but normally it's a traditional Thanksgiving now.
How about you, Liza?
So I have a huge family. You guys know, you guys have been at my family parties. So pre-pandemic, we used to all my whole family used to all get together and have Thanksgiving. So it was kind of the same. Like we would have, of course, a turkey, but then everyone would just bring whatever they want, like, Asian food, chicken adobo, whatever. And then after the pandemic, well, first of all, a lot of my family members kind of moved away one by one because it's just so expensive to live here in San Jose. So a lot of them kind of just moved out of the area. And then kind of, during the pandemic, we kind of got into our each own little like families, like our own little bubbles. And then we just started doing Thanksgiving just within our own little like immediate families. Mm-hmm. For the first few years, we used to do the turkey trot a lot here in downtown San Jose. And I used to make the whole family do it. Mm-hmm. I think we did it maybe for like 2 or 3 years. And then after that, they were like, why are you putting us through this? Like, we have to get up at 5 in the morning to go run, and we don't even like running. Yeah. So I stopped that. But I've always wanted to do just like because we eat Filipino food all the time. So I've always wanted, and Thanksgiving comes once a year. So I've always tried to do like just Thanksgiving dinner, turkey, ham, like all the fixings. But there's always someone, and it's always my mom that always will bust out with rice and like vinegar to dip her like food in. And I used to, and like all this stuff. And I'm like, Mom, like, so now I'm just like, forget it. Just bring whatever you want, eat whatever you want. But we don't even eat turkey. We just, we just have it just to have it.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
But we'll always have a turkey. So, I usually host at my house, but this year it's going to be at my brother and his girlfriend's house. And they live in the East Bay. They live in Hayward.
Oh, nice.
So it'll be nice to just have somebody else host. And my dad actually is here from the Philippines. He retired and moved to the Philippines, but he actually will be here for Thanksgiving, which will be really, really nice. So,
that's nice. With your mom there too.
I think she'll be there. Okay. I don't know. We leave it up to them.
Okay.
Yeah. We're like, okay, well, you're invited, but if you want to come. If not. But they're cordial. They're cordial with each other.
That's good.
But yes, I do like Thanksgiving, and I work in education, so I get a whole week off.
Ooh,
which is really nice.
Yep. It's funny how you brought up the turkey trot. So pre-pandemic, we were doing the turkey trot too. And it would be Dylan and I, my sister, my brother-in-law and brother. And then, we stopped during the pandemic, of course. And then we picked it up, I think last year. And I don't like running. So I told my sister, let's just walk. And then, but this year I get an invite from Debbie about what is Turkey Bowl.
Yes.
And I told the boys, they were so excited. They're like, yeah, so we're going to go play football. Yeah. And I said, Dylan, you don't want to run? Mom, I hate running.
Why'd you make me do that?
And I said, okay. And even Logan, he never goes to the turkey trot. He always stays at home with his cousin. And he was like, can I play football too? And I said, sure.
Uncle Peter is super excited that they signed up.
Oh, yeah.
So, it's something that they actually want to do.
Yes.
So.
It'll be cute to see.
And just talking about tradition, we are hoping that the Turkey Bowl will be a tradition going forward. So it's meant to be inclusive. So we've extended it outside of our family to friends as well. And whoever just wants to join, and it'll be a fun, competitive game of, flag football. So I'm glad to hear that your boys will join. Liza, you can think about joining too.
Yeah. I might go and bring mimosas and just sit on the sidelines with Lana.
What? I will bring mimosas if you come, okay? You have to let me know though.
But the turkey trot is fun. It is a fun event. It's nice that everyone gets out there. Sometimes they dress like turkeys or whatever, but it's just like, no, making my family get up at 5 a.m. and then trying to find parking in downtown San Jose was not the business. But
it's funny because when we used to do it, we would meet at Tammy's house and we would just walk there. So that's an extra 5 miles.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because it's 2 miles there and then like 2 miles back. And then what is it? Like the 5K is how many? 3 miles.
3 miles.
Yeah.
But they have a 10K too.
Yeah. And it was like after that, we would go and take a shot at one of the local bars. And so one of our friends was like, you're not going to go take a shot? I said, no, I'm going to get up early and go watch my boys.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. But that's exciting. I hope it stays a tradition because it sounds like it's fun.
Yeah. We just ordered like the gear for the event.
Oh.
So, and we ordered a little trophy for the winner.
Oh, cute.
Wow. Team. So
how do you
really
pick teams?
So we have a sign up and basically there's a deadline to sign up, and then the 2 captains decide picking teams.
Okay.
They
is it Alex rotate. And Peter?
No, Alex is actually working. It's actually Peter and Alexis actually put it together.
Oh, okay.
So it'll be Peter and Alexis figuring out what the team looks like. So current count is about 24 people.
Wow.
That signed up to actually play.
Wow. That's a lot.
There's actually a couple of people that signed up to just be observers.
Mm-hmm.
So they're really excited about, getting a good turnout and having fun.
Yeah.
It's like just really having fun, right? And kind of, maybe exercising before like that Thanksgiving dinner.
I mean, football is a Thanksgiving tradition anyways. Isn't there always football on Thanksgiving anyways?
The Cowboys always play.
Nice.
Yep.
How about you, Irene?
I usually hosted Thanksgiving, but this year we're going to Vegas where my mother-in-law is, and she is the one preparing everything. Thank God.
Isn't that nice?
Oh, that's so nice.
Are you hosting, Debbie?
I'm not hosting. So growing up, very similar. It was fun for us. And actually, it used to be at my aunt's house. She would do the whole thing. And we would show up probably with some kind of dish. But she would do a traditional Thanksgiving. And I just remember looking forward to it because the food, she cooks really good. And, being together with family and it was something definitely that we look forward to, and very similar to you, Liza. I think the family starts getting too big. People have, different, like you have different other relationships and, visiting different places. So it starts going into like little hubs. So it's one of the things that I do miss because we actually don't get together for Thanksgiving anymore. We stay with our own immediate family, but we try to reserve that for Christmas. Christmas is kind of the holiday where we do get together. So, it's a little switch, but Thanksgiving, I look forward to the food.
Yeah, but let's see, my niece is helping my mother-in-law cook. She sent us the menu. Check this out. For the appetizers, persimmon salad,
Yum.
butternut squash bisque, orange blossom rolls, and seared salmon.
Wow.
Imagine, right? Then the entrees, of course, turkey, and then the blood orange pork belly.
Ooh.
Wow.
And
I'm gonna invite myself.
Of course, the side stuffing, green bean casserole, sweet potato gnocchi.
Gnocchi.
Okay.
And then for the drinks, blood orange sangria and old fashions. Desserts, Thai tea pie and pumpkin
Thai
pie.
tea pie.
Good.
Wow.
Pumpkin pie. Yay, I'm just eating.
Do you believe, like, my aunt used to cook from scratch, and I know like a lot of people do Thanksgiving and they order like from Whole Foods
I did that. That's why
like
It's very pricey, right?
you don't have to buy, because you don't have to buy the whole maybe for 8 people or 12 people. I just buy for, let's say, 6.
Yeah. Oh,
Because
okay.
you just have the turkey and the sides and then just add something around.
I've actually done Whole Foods. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we do that as well, but I'm just curious, like it sounds like you do a combination of, well, it sounds like you guys do it from scratch.
Yeah, we cook
And
everything.
Is this from scratch?
I think so.
Okay.
It sounds like it.
So you'd have to get up really early, like even with the turkey, right?
So my
Yeah.
sister-in-law does.
Yeah.
And the turkey is her thing where
Yeah.
she always wants to do it. I said, go ahead, take it on. But as far as like making the side dishes, I make it that week.
Yeah.
And I can just, especially like mashed potatoes or mac and cheese, you can make it the day before and just refrigerate it and
Throw it in the
like
oven.
throw it in the oven.
Wow, you
But-
make the mac and cheese from scratch.
Yeah.
You can buy it from Costco.
No. I make the mac and cheese and the mashed potatoes I always make. Yeah. But did you know you can freeze mashed potatoes?
No, I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
You're the freezer.
Yeah. I'm the freezer queen.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it will still come out the same, like really
Yeah.
fluffy?
So when you thaw it out, you just microwave it and like you just, stir it up and it comes out the same.
Do you have a recipe for your mashed potato? We can post it in our Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
page.
Well, so I just like what I put in it. I don't have an exact recipe, but basically I put heavy cream, butter, salt, and cream cheese.
We're gonna put that on our Instagram.
Yeah.
Lana's famous freezer friendly mashed. Okay, so another thing I want to talk about, which is also a Thanksgiving tradition, is Black Friday.
Oh.
So do you guys participate in Black Friday shopping?
Not anymore.
Yeah.
I found that there's nothing.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've given up a while ago. There was one time, I'm not sure, maybe 10 years ago, and I just realized this sucks.
Yes.
Try to go
It's not even a deal.
around,
Yeah.
And you
No.
can't find the
Parking?
item that you wanted to buy because it's all gone, and you're like elbowing everybody else. I'm like, it's not
Yeah.
even worth it. The savings are not worth it.
No, but I don't know if it's because of our age either. So like back then, after Thanksgiving, Black Friday, I would wake up early. My cousin and I, or my sister and I would go. But as you get older, I'm like, I don't really care for that savings to get in that line, go park and like fight over an item that I'm going to save $5. Right?
That's very true. Yeah. I remember when David's family, their yearly thing would be to when they had Toys R Us, because Toys R Us would be open like,
yes.
So we would have dinner and then her and her girlfriend would go to Toys R Us right after and just like do their shopping for their kids. And I was like, that isn't.
How much were they really saving though?
I don't think that much.
Yeah.
I don't think that much, but I think it was just more of the going out and like shopping together like at midnight, you know. I think it was just more of, it ended up being like such a tradition.
So I see all these I follow all these people on Instagram like savings and all that, and they're releasing all these Black Friday ads, and I'm looking at them, I'm like, it's really nothing I need or want, and it's like things that are like, okay, it's
always like an air fryer that everyone has.
Yes. that Costco sells for cheap.
Cheaper. How about you, Debbie? Do you guys do Black Friday as a tradition for Thanksgiving as well?
We don't.
Yeah.
I did do Black Friday once because I wanted to figure out what the hoopla was all about. And I was actually pregnant with Vanessa when we went. And when we went, I mean, it was lively. I mean, people were like all over the place, lively. We went to Best Buy and we kind of looked around and there wasn't really much that we wanted to get. But there was the essence of, this is the thing to do. So it was kind of fun to experience it. But yeah, I wouldn't do that again. Just to experience it once, just to see like how it is. But I'm kind of in the same boat with you, Lana. How much are you really saving? And it's just, I don't know. To me, there wasn't much that I wanted to begin with anyway. Yeah. So I actually don't do the Thanksgiving Black Friday.
I wonder if it's going to start disappearing because of like Amazon Prime Day.
Yeah. Now they have Cyber Monday.
That's true.
Cyber Monday is something that I do participate in. I mean, it's obviously much more convenient.
Yes.
So that's something that I do see. But I think a lot of people do unless you go like, and you're like the first 3 people, you probably aren't getting that much of a deal.
And do people really camp out anymore?
I don't know. Well, they still camp out for the iPhones.
That's crazy.
Yes.
I guess if it's an electronic or like a huge TV, but even those are shoes. Shoes,
yes.
Like that.
But TVs are like inexpensive.
Yeah, they're really
right?
inexpensive.
But I can see the shoes. Or remember back then Pokemon cards?
Oh yeah, it's still a thing.
Is it?
Or maybe it's just like the thrill of like the bargain for people. Like they don't necessarily need it, but they just want to like be the first one to get it.
That's how we all get in debt though.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Do you guys do kind of like around the table giving thanks? Do you guys do that? Because we do that. That's like one of the things that we do.
So it's funny. We had our work like Friendsgiving yesterday, and then they all went around saying what they're thankful of. And I hate being put on the spot. So I said the same thing, right? Family and friends and whoever, but
all the normal things that you're supposed to say.
Yeah, but like when it's at our house, when we do have Thanksgiving, my father-in-law loves to, give a speech of, each and every one of us and how thankful we are. And it's really cute, but he doesn't give us an opportunity to say what we're thankful of.
So he just says it for everybody.
Yeah. And we're like, okay, Dad. Yeah. It's pretty funny.
We don't really do that. We just, me and my siblings were just so like it would be, I think we would just start laughing if we said, it's just awkward,
it's
like that.
awkward.
Yeah.
Especially if you're like not on that emotional level, where I think my sister and brother would be like, oh yeah, I'm so thankful for you. I love you. Da da da. And I'd be like, okay, thanks. Like, what?
Yeah. But like later on when we're like drunk and stuff, then we're like, I love you. Yeah. For you. But if like we're at the table, no, I don't think we do it.
No, it is awkward. I'm about to eat my meal right now.
So my other question on Thanksgiving is, have you guys ever done a sit down dinner? And the reason why I ask is because, again, being, from my family being from another country, and obviously when you came here, you saw what Thanksgiving should be like, which was the traditional, and everybody's sitting down eating together. Did you guys experience that, or at all?
Well, now that it's just me, it's like a smaller setting, we do sit together. But before it was, since there were so many freaking people, like you just get your food and sit down.
Yeah, for us now we sit together because I mean, even though there's a lot of us, there's maybe like 20 of us, we still sit down together
And have a Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah, so then my father-in-law makes a speech and then we're allowed to eat.
For us, that was a challenge. There was a lot of us. So one year we did like commit to like, let's do, because we would just do the normal when you come, go ahead and eat. But one particular year, my family committed to actually doing a sit down Thanksgiving dinner. And there was probably about 30 of us, which was, and
That's a lot.
It wasn't outside, it was inside. So we had to like do a makeshift where everybody could sit down. And that was the last year that we did that.
You know what? My dream is once my kitchen is done, then we can host Thanksgiving. And I would love like a beautiful table spread and like, just like a whole nice decor and everybody sitting down like a kind of like a fine dining Thanksgiving. But
Irene's really good about like setting stuff like that up. She's a really good hostess. How about you, Irene? Do you guys
stop?
that's why we haven't had parties here.
Actually, we were bugging her about when are you going to ask us to come over, do an alfresco style.
Yes,
we need to
Maybe in the spring, like a tea party,
tea time. Yeah.
That will be fun.
So you stopped doing that.
Yeah, I did. But can you imagine in this living room? It's so small. Like the most we had, I think, probably like 15 people. Yeah, it was hard. But when of course during Thanksgiving, my mother-in-law will be there, and she'll be a big help because she's the very creative one. She can just collect leaves from outside, the ones that fall down, and you just put it in a table and you look.
Wow.
Yeah, she's that creative. She
So
can find
creative.
anything from the house or from outside, and it will look beautiful.
But so are you, Irene. Like your table decor is so
Yeah,
beautiful
it's always so
every
nice.
time, right?
That's probably what I got from her. There's a big influence from my mother-in-law.
Yeah.
Very creative.
Oh, now you guys got me so hungry. Just thinking about Thanksgiving, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah,
me
Spending
too.
time
too.
with family, friends, and just being able to, it's that one day that I allow myself to like be okay with pigging out. Like,
Yeah, you should be.
Christmas and New Year's, Debbie.
Yeah.
But I
that's
think
true.
Christmas food is like not the
Bland.
same, right? Even though some people do eat turkey and ham, we don't. But I feel like Thanksgiving, it's like you have to have the whole spread.
What do you do with the turkey afterwards?
So I tell my sister-in-law to always save me the bones because I make stock out of it.
Yeah.
I made turkey noodle soup and all kinds of other stuff with it, or just freeze it. But I'm not a fan of turkey, so
We make
or
sopas.
sandwiches.
Sandwiches, yeah.
Yeah. We make sopas for that.
Yeah.
So, and we like I said, I like looking forward to it.
Post Thanksgiving at Debbie's.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Right. Irene, we were supposed to have that one year.
what?
Like a post Thanksgiving and just bring all of our leftovers.
Oh, that's a great
good
idea because
idea.
we do have we
is a good
tend
idea.
to have a lot of leftovers too.
Yeah.
Because we'll go the next day and like, you guys got food, we'll come back.
Yeah.
Like
It's a lot of food.
Turkey off, leftover turkey off. Like make a recipe out of a leftover turkey. And
Yeah, and just that's a good idea.
Yeah, for potluck.
Oh man. Well, one thing that regardless of the whole traditional thing, I do always ask to have like a pot of like rice.
So you're like my mom.
rice and vinegar.
Not the vinegar, but like a little side of rice, so I can eat everything. Because I'll do like the stuffing, the mashed potatoes, but I always have to have my rice.
Yeah.
So,
That's good to know.
yeah. So
Anytime we have a party, we have to have rice.
Do you guys ever have? Because I've heard of this, but it never happened in my family. Like any drama during Thanksgiving, any family drama. I always hear that people always have family drama.
Like
but I've
what
never had
type
it.
of drama?
Just like people just arguing or I don't know.
Movies, right?
Maybe somebody doesn't like somebody, but they're there.
That's so awkward.
Yeah.
It's funny that you brought that up because I was, of course,
Spill the
on my
tea.
social media. I was on my social media and there was this one clip of a guy who basically was being very sarcastic. And he's like, I'm thankful for blah, 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 blah. And he was just so sarcastic with what he was thankful for that I think it was his father got upset. And he's like, if you don't like it here, and like, again, talking about the drama. And then he's like, are you telling me I have to leave Thanksgiving dinner? And then he's like, yeah, you should leave. And the son got up and like toppled.
Table.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So talking about drama, no, I don't recall any drama, but I was like, I think it happens.
Yeah, I don't recall ever having drama on Thanksgiving either.
Well, my family's so nosy. They know if someone doesn't like somebody, they just wouldn't invite them. You know, like it's just
Like another family member?
yeah. Like if there was
Like, okay, Dara, you can't come.
Yes.
You know,
you have drama with so and so, or we invite them, but then if they know that someone that they don't like is
don't
there, they
come.
just don't come.
Oh, okay.
Because they don't want to like ruin the vibe. Or
Yeah.
whatever. Not that it's happened, but I'm just saying like my family kind of like knows everybody else's
Okay.
business. So
Irene, I can't imagine your family having drama.
No, I don't remember anything. Good, it's a small family. Right now, it's just the immediate family, but I'm not sure with the bigger family. I heard some.
It
But
does happen.
no, but not during Thanksgiving. I heard there are some, but usually because the Thanksgiving for us is just really small. Yeah, so no drama.
So just talking about Thanksgiving and how, we like it, we enjoy it. We're with our families, and typically our immediate families, because we have kids, and just talking about as them having a boyfriend or a girlfriend.
Yeah.
And what if they come to you and they say, hey, it's Thanksgiving. I want to spend it with my girlfriend and
Oh,
her
no.
family.
Oh no, I think I would have a very hard time with that.
No.
would
Yeah.
you let him bring her?
Yeah.
Okay.
But what if it's a big thing for her family?
They're not married. And who knows if it'll last, right?
He's still underage.
Yeah. But even like in his 20s,
Well,
right?
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, how would you, like, he's like, Mom,
I would probably guilt trip them. Be like, you know how important this is for our family. It's been a tradition. I don't know your girlfriend's family, but I don't know. I think I would have a really hard time. Like, you can go to any other holiday except Thanksgiving and Christmas.
those are the biggest holidays, Lana.
Where he gets Vietnamese New Year.
And regular New Year.
And she's not even Vietnamese.
Oh my
How
God.
about you, Debbie?
Me, I would have a hard time because she's my only child. I want her with me.
Yeah.
I want her with me, but I mean, it would be hard.
It would.
It would really
you
be
can't
hard.
stop them, right? But
No, you can't stop them, but I think I'd be like you. I'd do all the guilt
yeah.
possible for her to be like,
Not
no.
talking to you anymore.
It would be hard for me because I would want her to be with. I'm selfish like that, right?
Yeah.
It's a holiday that I want her to be there.
Yeah.
So that would be hard. How about you, Liza?
I mean, if you could do like a split thing, I mean, because she already goes with her dad. So I would be like, can you just stay with us for,
Yeah.
and then you can go do whatever you want afterwards.
Got it.
I would probably just suggest that. But I don't know. I'm very chill with my kids. So I probably would let her if she wanted to spend the whole day, but I would at least try to push like, look, sit with us, have dinner, and then do whatever the heck you want afterwards. Go with your boyfriend.
I like that. The
Yeah.
compromise of the
Yeah.
split, I would probably
Like that.
consider, but dinner has to be with us.
Yeah.
So
so
they
make
have
her
dinner.
change her plans.
Yes. And it's funny because my cousin and his wife, they kind of have to split it too. Like she'll have to go to Thanksgiving afternoon over there and then Thanksgiving dinner here, or like vice versa, right? Yeah.
Didn't have to listen to your father-in-law's speech.
Now, Logan probably not yet, but does Dylan know this?
No. I think I'm going to have to tell him before he listens to this.
How about you, Irene?
What about?
I mean, do you have?
I think I'm okay, but of course it's hard. It's hard because for like if for Isaiah and Ben, I usually feel like the women have more clout.
Yes.
So I don't want them to be split, and I don't want them to struggle because of a holiday. But of course, I would prefer them to be with us. And you can. The problem is you split if they live in the same city. What if it's from another state? The girl is from right.
Yeah. Is Isaiah coming home for Thanksgiving?
Yes.
Okay.
So he's going to be flying to Las Vegas with us and flying back straight to North Carolina. Yeah. So I'm not sure.
Well, I mean, the reason why it comes up because we're just talking about how family grows, right?
Yeah, it's
and
reality.
Like how it just changes.
Yeah.
And our kids are starting to get to that. Well, they still have time.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Is it that what I noticed? Like maybe for Lena, it will be easier for me to tell her to let her boyfriend come and celebrate with us. But for Isaiah and Ben, if they have their own girlfriend, I'm not really sure with Ben.
Ben might not want to.
So like usually the woman will be like, if the woman is really close to her family as well.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be
No,
hard
I
for
mean,
them.
you're right. It will come up because it was a struggle for me in the beginning. And then after I got married, it's like, okay, I have to compromise somewhere. I got to pick one. I can't pick both, especially because my family is not in the Bay Area, right? They're in SoCal.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So I had to pick one. But then luckily they followed me and then they come up here. So it's really nice.
Yes,
Yeah.
So now it's an extended.
Yes.
Wow, that's really nice.
Yeah, so it's
worked
nice.
out for you.
Yeah, it did work out. I mean, I don't get my whole entire family, but I get at least my immediate family and like my nephews. So that's good.
Yeah, no, that is, wow. It's a nice reflection of Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
It's a really great, I really like that holiday.
I enjoy it. I
It's one
enjoy
of
the
my-
week off like Liza.
Yeah.
I have the week off too.
And how come Ben and Alina have school until like Wednesday? It's so
San Jose Unified, I think that whole they only get Thursday and Friday off.
Yeah.
But did they get a week off in October?
I think so.
Yeah, they kind of switched it.
Eastside Union got a week off in October, didn't they?
I think so.
Yeah.
we got a week
a
off.
week off. Yeah.
But your kids are off
Thanksgiving
week.
Yep.
Right?
Oh,
Yeah.
we're off. Yeah, but we're hoping to
I
travel.
got to double check with Debbie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
hoping
have-
to travel by Monday, but we have to wait till Wednesday.
I would
to Vegas?
Yes.
I would assume a lot of kids will be called out like during that week for traveling purposes too.
Yeah.
So.
And then Christmas time, I think they are off the 21st, right?
Until the 3rd.
Yeah.
January 3rd.
Yeah.
Well, that's
It's like almost, I want to say it's like almost 3 weeks.
Yeah. It's going to come by real quick. So fast.
well. Thank you for joining us, and
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, we hope everybody has a nice and very thankful Thanksgiving. And we will see you guys next week.